Facebook ad design in 2019. People have very short attention spans, and you only have a few seconds to make an impact. Otherwise, people are going to scroll straight past your ad. Today, I'm going to show you how to secure those likes, get those comments, get that traffic to your website, and ultimately make more sales. Whatever it is that you're trying to do with Facebook ads, I'm going to show you how to design a great one. If you're ready to make a great Facebook ad, come with me and let's get started.
4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm back for the third time, and the motor on in the turbine.
Whoa. Okay guys, I've been in Malaysia for the past week and we've gone from about 180 subscribers to over 300. You guys have absolutely blown me away. Thank you so much for the support. I've honestly really enjoyed talking to a lot of you on Instagram and on Reddit and on Facebook Messenger. This is so cool. I honestly feel like I've been making new friends from all over the world. Now, a lot of people have been asking me for advice on things like their website or Facebook ads, so I've decided to give away 2 free consulting calls. To enter the competition, you need to comment the word cheers down below and tell me what country you're watching from. I'll select 2 winners from the comments and let you know if you won. So if you want to get in on that, comment down below, say cheers and tell me which country you're watching from. Anyway, today we're talking about how to design a Facebook ad. You guys already know that I pride myself on bringing you realistic and practical content that drives you to take action. With this video, there is a guide, link down below. You can take this away, it is yours totally for free. All I do is give out value like this on this channel, so if you want more of that, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Now come with me my friends, I'm going to show you how to build the perfect ad. Okay team, so here's the document that I've built for us today. In the video, I'm gonna take you through this document and show you exactly how to design a winning Facebook ad. After you've watched the video, feel free to download this guide and take it away with you and use it for reference while you're designing your ad. The first thing you want to do is set an objective for your ad. Like anything, if you don't know what you're doing from the start and you don't have a plan or a clear goal in mind, then you are not working productively at all. On this channel, we like to work smarter, not harder. First, we have to set up the goal for the ad. Do you want to get more likes on your page? Do you want to drive people to your website? Do you want to drive them directly to your product page and make a purchase? You've got to decide this first, so then you know how to design the ad. Keep in mind that it actually takes anywhere from 6 to 8 touch points before you enter a buyer's consciousness. So you need a strategy for your ads and they need to work together. For example, you might have 2 ads running at once. So you could have a regular traffic ad that drives people to your website and warms up your prospect. You could also have a retargeting ad running at the same time, which is designed to get that person back to your website and convince them to make a purchase. Be sure to define your goal first because that determines everything that you do next. Step number 2 is that you need to be relevant. This comes down to your ad targeting. The last video I made was all about Facebook ad targeting, and I gave you a guide on how to use my targeting strategy for your ads. If you haven't seen that yet, you should watch that video after this one. So of course, to be relevant, you have to know who your customer is and you've got to have your target customer clearly defined. Everything that you do is going to be aimed directly at this person. Your image selection, your ad copy, the tone that you present your brand or your product, your service, whatever it is, it all needs to be directed as if it's at this one person who is your target customer. From a psychology perspective, people buy from people who are like them. So you need to be on the same page as your target customer and speak to them exactly how they want to be spoken to. You can't forget that whenever your ad is seen by someone or they click through, you're spending money. So you only want this ad to be shown to people that are relevant and people that you have a chance of selling to. If you show it to someone that isn't interested in what you're selling, Facebook's still going to charge you. So you need to avoid this and you need to target interest specifically so your ad only gets served up to potential buyers. If you're showing an ad to an irrelevant audience, you're just wasting time and money. So here's an example that we can look at from NatureBox. I'm just going to zoom in here. Okay, so everybody loves to snack, but this ad was targeted at people who are interested in other lifestyle subscription boxes. Therefore, when somebody sees this ad, it's going to be relevant. That means that NatureBox is not wasting their money because the ad has been served up to potential customers. Relevant, relevant, relevant. Be relevant. Just do it. Just be relevant. Please, don't waste your money. Step number 3 is to get their attention. This is going to be done with your image or with your video. Your objective here is to get the person to stop scrolling. Everybody has very short attention spans and they're scrolling through their mobile device, so you need to have an image or a video that really pops and grabs their attention. Images and videos are also favored by the Facebook algorithm, so your ad has a high chance of being served up to potential customers. The best thing that you can do is select something that will surprise whoever's looking at it. It needs to evoke emotion and it needs to raise questions. Coming back to sales psychology, you need to remember that purchasing decisions are made with the emotional part of the brain, not the logical part of the brain. That's why we target emotions. That's why we want to draw out emotions in whoever's looking at our ad. Here we've got an example from Sprinkler. You look at this and you immediately go, okay, the girl's smiling. What's she smiling about? Why is she so happy? It's on the phone. We can't actually see, so it's got my attention. As soon as we start reading that text, the image has done its job because it's captured our attention. Note that on this one there's also some text. Facebook has a policy where you can only have 20% of text overlaying the image, so be careful that you don't add more text than this if you are putting text onto an image. Otherwise, the algorithm will not favor your ad and it will be served up to far less people. I've linked a free tool that you can use to actually test how much text is on the image. So if you're looking at serving up an ad with text on it, just run your image through this link first and then it'll make sure that you're under 20%. Step number 4 is to have an enticing value proposition. This is your ad copy. At this point, you've got their attention and your prospect is reading the ad. Now you have a very short time frame to take that attention that you've got and turn it into an action. People have very short attention spans, especially for social media advertising. You need to remember that people are on social media to keep up to date with their family and with their friends. They're not here to buy whatever you're selling. So now you've got their attention, don't mess around, get straight to the point and use 1 or 2 sentences only. It's good to lead with a question or a powerful statement. This is called the hook, because it's designed to hook the reader's attention and start dragging their eyes across the rest of your ad. Now it's your chance to tell the person exactly how your product or service is going to solve one of their problems or somehow make their life better. Here's an example from Hired. So I'll zoom in here. Check out these guys. They have a good hook at the start. They lead with a question. Ready for the next step in your career? Now remember that whoever this ad has been served up to, if these guys have done their targeting correctly, it's going to be a person who's looking for the next step in their career. That means that this question is a yes question. And when you ask somebody a yes question, they keep reading. The copy says, Hired connects great developers with great companies. Check out some of the in-demand skills. They're straight to the point. They lead with a question, they get your attention, and then they tell you exactly how they can solve your problem in 1 sentence. They connect developers with companies. If you're a developer that wants to be connected with a company, they're solving your problem. Boom. As easy as that, you click on the ad and it's done its job. Step 5 is the call to action. This is your CTA. The call to action is where you actually tell the reader to do something. If you've followed the above steps properly, then this part is easy. You've already got them nice and warmed up and they are ready to do exactly what you tell them. You've got them right where you want them. You just got to execute. But the exact call to action that you're asking is going to depend on step 1, whatever your objective was. If you're driving an engagement campaign, then you're going to want them to like your page. Or if you're driving traffic to your website, then you're going to want them to visit your website. So here's an example from Amazon. If we zoom in on this one here, we're counting down the days to Black Friday. Check out today's deals. So this last part here, check out today's deals. This is the call to action, and it is as simple as that. As we said before, you got to keep it short, keep it sweet. You're telling them what to do. There's no confusion here. You want them to go and check out today's deals. If they've read that far, then they're probably going to click on your link. A key tip here is to only ask for 1 action. If you give people multiple actions, it's overloading them with too much information and too many requests. If you ask them to like, comment, and share, they're more likely to do nothing. If you just ask them to visit your website or like your page, then they'll do it. If you ask them to do 3 different things or even 2 different things, they're probably not going to do either of them. Make life nice and easy for people by giving them 1 very specific call to action. So at this point, they've listened to your call to action, the person has now liked your page, they're on your website, and if they're on your website, you may even make a sale. But you need to remember, before you actually enter a buyer's conscious mind, it takes up to 6 to 8 touch points. This means that your store or your brand or whatever you're selling has to interact with that person multiple times before they actually remember who you are. Especially if you're selling a high ticket item or an expensive service or something that's ongoing, something that's considered a significant purchase, then you have to keep front of mind, and you've got to keep putting yourself back in front of that person if you actually want them to make the purchase. This is where ads can work together. You may have a traffic ad or an engagement ad, which is the first time you actually touch base with this person. This is when you guys meet. And then following that, you hit them with a retargeting ad because you know that they're interested in what you're selling. So then that brings you back to the front of their mind and they see you again. As you go, you can include more touch points, such as email marketing. If somebody enters their email on your website, doesn't actually check out or make a purchase, hit them with a retargeting email and then they're more likely to come back. From this point, I recommend using the split test function on Facebook ads, where you can have ad A and ad B, and you can try different things. So you might have every aspect about the ad the same except for the image, or you might have the same image with different copies, and then you can see which ads perform better and which ads perform worse. So to obviously take whatever performs better and then scale that, and you now know how to design a great looking Facebook ad. Don't forget that the guide I've been showing you and walking you through in this video is available to you completely for free. You can take it away, you can download it, you can print it out, you can do whatever you want. It's in the comment section below. If you're subscribed already, you know that I bring nothing but value, but if you're new here, oh man, you need to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell right now, because you have been missing the value on tap coming out of this channel. I've got another video coming soon with a guide that details exactly how and when to scale a Facebook ad. So if that's something you're keen on, then keep an eye out on this channel. If you haven't watched my video about targeting Facebook ads yet, then watch that next, because yes, you now know how to design a great ad, but if you don't know how to target it, then you've only got half the skill set. Thanks for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in the next one, and until then, hey, cheers mate.
4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm back for the third time, and the motor on in the turbine. A lot of people that have heard